Hey guys, this is Mr. Rankin RC, and this is my latest project, the twin-engine T-Maxx. And I just started this about an hour ago, and here's what I've got. Remove your fuel tank, obviously. It's going to be in the way of a second engine. And in order for the engine to be forward as much as it needs to be, remove your battery box. And I'm going to worry about relocating the fuel tank and battery box later. And then simply align your engine where you want it. Cut a slice about right here with a die grinder or some sort of cutting tool up until the flat part of the aluminum. And then bend it down, which I have not done yet. And then mark and drill your mounting holes for your engine. Okay, I have now marked and drilled my mounting holes for the second engine. I've also cut the slit in the chassis and bent this piece down so it's flat, gives it a flat mounting surface. And I've already corrected the gear mesh, and I also used my trusty Dremel tool to route out the mounting holes so the gear mesh is adjustable. And next I'm going to work on the throttle linkage. With the throttle linkage, I have temporarily made one out of a piece of welding wire. It is strong enough to open both carburetors, but it's not dependable. So I'm going to make one out of throttle linkage like this one here in a little bit, but that's good enough to give you an idea on how to do it. I drilled a second hole right there and made it go over the spur gear mount and down to the second carburetor. It was pretty simple. It took me probably 5 minutes to make it. Okay, you can see that I have put on a permanent throttle linkage. It's made of the same material as this one is right here. And you can see that the battery box is gone. I simply put the battery pack on there, drilled 2 holes, ran a zip tie through it, and that takes care of that. And I hot glued the switch to the top of the steering servo. See, it's got one fuel tank. It is a small fuel tank because this truck's not going to run very long. It's not going to have long run times. It was a single out fuel tank, and I simply drilled a hole and tapped in an outlet. It was pretty simple. I just had it laying around. It'll probably have about 5-minute run times, which is plenty for this truck. Okay, if you see here and here, it has 2 easy start systems. I'm sure a lot of you want to know how I did that. So let's start on the second engine. The easy start bolts on just like it does with every other T-Maxx. And I use the exhaust header from a Traxxas Nitro Sport. Just to get out of the way, I don't have a full exhaust system made for this yet. I'm still drawing it up. The second easy start, you can see right there, I've just cut up the gearbox a little bit. It doesn't affect the gears or anything. Just cut the box and it'll bolt right on. And for wiring, I simply soldered the red wire to the red wire, black wire to the black wire, and blue wire to the blue wire. It's pretty simple. You only need one yellow wire, the ground wire. You only need one of them. So that's it for starting. Okay, my suspension setup. Stock shock in the front. You see the rear shocks on the front are gone. The front shock has a 2-hole piston, 70 weight oil, and a stiff spring. On the back, the front rear shocks are missing because of the easy starts. The rear shocks, 2-hole piston, 70 weight oil, and stiff springs.